Okay, welcome back. Thank you for watching. It's been another extremely busy week. This week I went to go visit my dad, and I asked my dad about new technology, and he had some interesting things to say. Here's just a little piece of that interview with my dad.
What is your impression when you see people like me using those things?
It's progress. Every new thing is an addition to what was already invented. I can't believe that these guys complain. If they don't want to buy it, they don't buy it. There's a lot of tools in the world that I like, I enjoy, but I can't afford, I don't buy them. I'm not mad at anybody for that. I said if I wanted to, I'll go out, get a job, and buy them. But for guys to complain that you are showing off this new technology, the Waza, the shaper, I mean, I call it a router, but the shaper thing, I couldn't believe it. Seeing you put that tape on there, and it's a guide, it's all computer related. Everything is related to the computer. I have friends still that don't know what Google is. They don't know what any of this stuff is. They sit in a fucking bar all day long and talk to the same guys about the same Yankees, Mets, this, that. Every day is an adventure for me. Every day is something new. I go to flea markets, I go to garage sales, and they say, how much stuff can you have? Well, obviously, I don't have what I just bought, and there's some I'm going to buy next week, and I'm going to enjoy that. So I am all for the new technology and the stuff that you're trying.
Almost a year ago, I got a new saw stop, and my old saw, my old Delta, the one I got injured on, has been sitting around the shop, and right around that time I promised Tim he could have it, Tim Sway, and because of logistics, his scheduling, my scheduling, we haven't been able to hook up. Finally, he came with David Gagne, aka Elm City Dave, and we loaded the machine into their truck and they took it back to Connecticut. So look forward to some videos on Tim's channel with my old saw. He said for the time being it's going to be his outfeed table because he doesn't have the electric setup. But it's always good to see Tim and Dave. Those guys are really good guys. Follow their channels.
Hopefully no one will ever add to this.
So at school this week I showed the students how to utilize styrene and incorporated a little bit of vacuforming. So that was my classes. Each week I'll show you what I did in my class that previous week.
Guys are the worst actors in the world.
And because it was Make a Faire, there was a lot of great YouTubers in town. Last Friday evening, we had a great gathering here at the shop, and it was a who's who. I must admit, I lost some footage. Tom from Tom's Tool Room didn't make it in there, and Greg from Greg's Garage didn't make it in there. We ended up having a great time, and Sean and Mark and a lot of guys. For some reason, I lost some footage, so just want to give a shout out to those guys as well.
David Welder, YouTube maker, liver, builder, creator.
What's up, guys? Jerry here, aka Barnacles, and I do 3D printing, technology, gaming, and anything else I want to because I'm my own boss now.
Jaco whatever, and whatever is actually the name, and I make stuff on YouTube as well.
Hi, I'm Mike Dubno. I'm working on making a lamp that works with tentacles.
Howard Chung, Uncommon Sense, just hanging out with the boys. And the girls, actually, now.
Bill Volsi, I'm a writer. I write for Make, I write for myself, and I'm writing a book about the guy holding the camera.
It's Wood Brew, and we also have another channel called Wood Brew Life, where it's like a daily vlog.
I'm Daniel, I'm switching lever.
Hi, I'm Laura Kam. That's it.
I'm April Wilkerson. Hi.
The poser kit.
Alright, guys, you can take so here's the server. So this was using a different I've been doing this for a couple of years now. So very accurate feedback. I can go for my shop, like that's the only appropriate place. So these are the motors that are going through that.
Make a Faire was a blast. I got a chance to meet a lot of fans, a lot of supporters, and everybody that just supports everything that we're all doing here in this community. So take a look.
I'm Aiden Leitch. I focus on compliant materials, 3D printing, and soft robotics. You can find me on basically any site as XYZ Aiden, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that fun stuff.
weld. When he was 11 years old, I taught him how to MIG weld.
That's awesome.
He's a better TIG welder than I am.
What's your name?
Joe.
What do you do?
Railing fabricator.
Hey, what's your name?
Joe, Stock.
Joe, what do you make?
I work as a welder in my dad's welding shop and make railings. I went to 4 years of trade school and I studied woodworking there. Yeah. And, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. That's awesome.
He's great.
My name is Jared. FaireHandCo.com.
This one here with the spindle is about $9,000.
Tell everybody who you are and what your channel is.
Later. Michael Murray with Mighty Mike's Woodshop.
It's the Ability 3D 888.
Don't do it.
It's an incredibly amazing 3D printer. It 3D prints metal, but it also has a CNC milling function. So after the fact that you've like 3D printed using a welding wire, you don't have to go through and do all of that milling afterwards. It does it as you go.
So it's basically like a 3D printing MIG welder that then machines afterwards?
Yes.
Can I do it all in one operation?
Yes.
Can I have one?
Yes.
All right, awesome.
And I built this for $250.
Wow.
It's muscle controlled, so there's a little GUI in here that I programmed, so you can go through and navigate the menu. It's all printed on a Taz, and these fingers are actually all one part. It's like living hinges built with a flexi dually, so the Ninja Flex and the ABS are bonded in the same print. Oh. These are EMG sensors, so it pretty much just finds a really small voltage potential in my muscle. So like when I squeeze, it can detect the difference between the beginning and the end of a muscle, and then there's a ground reference as well. I put on my friend's face, and she smiled, the hand closed. And yeah, this fits an amputee perfectly. As soon as I'm done at Maker Faire, it's going to him.
Right.
Stephen Hawes, you can find me at stephenhawes.com or atlas-laboratories.com. That's my company I'm using to sell these.
That is incredible.
So,
nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you.
Right on. Tell everybody what you do and what your channel is.
I am Tony Willow. I'm a machinist, and my channel is Philby Woodman.
Tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Call me at Woodshop, and I'm a maker. I do mostly wood, but I make anything.
There you go. And he's also one of my favorite fans.
Biggest fan ever.
Thank you, bro.
While at Maker Faire, I had a chance to do an on-stage lecture with Laura, April, Howard, and Dave, and Jocko, and that's on Twitch live stream from Maker Faire. It's all the way at the end, so it's about 5 hours worth of footage, but look at the last hour, and you'll see that talk that we all did. Here's some highlights.
I'm Mike Sneese, I'm executive editor for Make Magazine, and it's an honor for me to get to introduce these guys. We're doing Jocko Whatever, April Wilkerson, Laura Kemp, and Jimmy DiResta. Maybe we'll
amazing. What's going on with YouTube?
Crazy that I'm here right now on stage because it's about 1 year ago that I wrote a huge fan letter to this guy. Probably don't even remember.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
We all got together at Maker Faire on Saturday, and then Sunday we decided to meet up at the flea market. We figured we'd go to the flea market, then we'd make it over to Maker Faire. Well, we never made it to Maker Faire, so I want to send out an apology to everybody that came to see us on Sunday, me or Laura or April or whomever, and did not get a chance to see us. We got stuck wandering around the city, and we did have a wonderful bonding experience. We walked from park to park, from place to place. We went into the Lego shop. We went everywhere. We went here. We went there. We had a wonderful time just wandering around the city.
He just told the story because some guy from Europe bought it out from under me. He's talking about you.
And Sunday night we ended up at my buddy Mike's house. Mike is the only other person I know here in New York City that has a workshop in his basement.
Tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Hi, my name is Mike Dubno. I build things. I'm also working on a TV show called Gadget Brothers with my brother, where we search the world looking for inventors and their inventions. This is a light that is actually built with tentacles, and the tentacles will shine on things automatically. I've been making things all my life. Actually, I started off by breaking things, and then I learned to make things.
That's a great answer.
I actually dropped out in my first year.
And what did you think you wanted to go to college for?
For my parents. My parents thought. What I wanted to go to college for was actually computer systems engineering. So by background, I'm actually a software guy.
I know.
And I've always enjoyed making hardware because there's something really cool about making software control something physical. And the tentacle lamp is like that. I built a sand table that draws pictures in sand about 10 years ago or so. And that thing was really cool. And when I was a little kid, I started building motor controllers and robots and things like that. When I first got motors to work, I actually went and took my sister's Smurfs and mounted them on top of the motors and had a whole dancing Smurf assembly.
That's
so,
funny.
you know, it's like always build something. It's fun.
So, like Lady Gaga, you were born this way?
I was born learning that you can make things, building things with my dad. I remember building he was a patent attorney, and he had a case against NASA that was pretty cool. And it's an electrostatic valve. So the concept is you put fluid down a pipe, and then you can make the fluid go left or right based upon electric charge.
Right.
So we got to make a model of this at a Lucite with a 20,000 volt Xerox transformer, and I helped him make that when I was about 8 or 9.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was cool. And he won the case against NASA. But one of the cool things is that he also did it by just taking a combing his hair and holding it by the water and showing that it moved. That's right. And showing that Boy Scouts have been doing that for the last 100 years.
Wow.
Mike's been a big inspiration to me to start thinking about robotics and a little bit more electronics, which is the type of stuff that I've been hiding from for too long. Laura brought me this plane, this cool old German plane. And I think all I need to do is sharpen it. Isn't that cool? And at the beginning of the week, there was some people still left in town for Maker Faire, so I invited April and Cody up to the house, Laura and Lucy, and we had a wonderful time bonding and hanging out. Brought everybody to a few antique shops, and then we went wandering in the woods.
I think I'm gonna get this and take it to Puerto Rico.
You going to Puerto Rico?
Well, we're going to Puerto Rico, right?
Forgot, yes we are.
Tim Sway brought me this mallet, hot stamp by Vance himself.
This is where the TV is gonna go. Where? Right there? Right up around his bed.
This was totally full. We could have taken a canoe from here all the way across, but now it's completely dry. I mean, you're gonna shoot your album cover out here.
Good.
I just wanted to let everybody know that Bill Lavosi spent the week with me here in New York, and Bill shadowed me all week long while I made. I did stuff, I worked on videos, I built things, and Bill did a vlog, documentary style, of the whole week, and those links are going to be on my Patreon. They're going to link back to Bill's page, so you get to see what Bill's up to as well. So, thank you, Bill.